wouldn't have a problem. I don't think Nikki would like it too much.
You could always do the Jesse method of the line. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, very good. This is the longest 2 minutes of our life today. Just so you know. 1 minute and counting. Come on in. Come on in. There's a whole row up here. Wherever you want to sit.
All right, I'll go ahead and call our Tuesday, April 8th council meeting to order. Could I have everyone rise and join us with a prayer and a pledge? Mr. Finzo, would you do us the honors?
Father God, we thank you for this opportunity to come together. Lord, as council gets ready to think on big problems and big issues and make decisions for the city and the community, I ask that you will lead and guide them in wisdom, Lord. And for every single hero and person in this room who's decided to dedicate their life and to the service of other people, we are very thankful. And we ask that you would go before them, lead, guide them, keep them safe. We just need to pray. Amen.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, can I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Lewis, Chairman Pro Tem Kennedy,
Here.
Councilwoman Oplinger,
Here.
Councilwoman Pettit, and Councilman Blades.
Here. All right. Thank you very much. Start off with public comment. A citizen desiring to speak on an item not on the agenda may do so at this time. Each citizen is limited to 3 minutes, and the council will not take action or discuss items at this time. Discussion should be limited to matters of city business, and public comment is not permitted in regard to personnel matters or on pending legal matters. Items introduced under public comment may become agenda items at a later date. Kurt Mooneyham.
Hey guys,
Hey.
Hello.
of course, we had a lot of rain last week, a lot of rain. So what we've done is I've kind of sat down and went over just some quick things real quick. One of you guys want to take it and read it as we go along. Just some things that kind of crossed my mind. We went off of the 2019 master plan, of the flooding and stuff like that. First off, I'm not here to blame anyone. That way you know that. The only thing is I would like to get some issues fixed. One thing to remember, or one thing I want you to remember is according to Google, this is Google, 1 inch of rain in an acre produces 27,154 gallons of water. And when we build a parking lot, that water runs off. It does not absorb into the ground. So other than that, the closest that I live, and we have flooding, I've got pictures. We've had pictures for years. But anyhow, it's at Madison and Hadley, Jefferson and Hadley. Those culverts are over 40 years old. Over 40 years ago, there was no Sonic. There was no Dollar General, AutoZone, possibly TR Fitness, which was Sears, but I think they built that within the last 40 years. Mays extending their parking lot. Come and Go, Chavez Supermarkets, Brahms, and Shriners, and the Brittany Court Division. All that runs down into the ditch there by Elliott Street. So, with all the construction over the last 40 years, city management, before your guys' time, and probably before their time, has neglected to keep up with the culverts and the drains, the storm drains altogether. In 2016, the city passed a stormwater tax, and with this money, some sidewalks were fixed down by the Armory, and also somewhere in there. Since then, between $300,000 and $700,000 was spent for 3 employees to be able to get to work safely. Do I agree with that? Yes, they need to get down there because they have to make sure that the flooding does not get into our wastewater, and then we're in trouble with DNR. But that is a lot of money. and that was not a priority list on the 2019 stormwater drain. Since then, in 2023, come ago, it was built. But if you look at the map that is detached on the back, there's also a detention pond that is where it should be, or at least really close to where it should be. On that map, there's some dates. It says 2030, 2050, and 2090. Which one is over by Walmart, one is over by Mays. I'm not sure if that's the year or if that's just a marking for something. That I don't know. Back to the corner of Madison and Hedges. That is a priority 8. That one is a priority 8 and 9 in that area. And like I said, the culverts are too small. It does cause things to overflow. I don't know if there's any way we can widen up some of them ditches down through there, but I knew there's can be cleaned. If you look behind my house, I don't have any trees in my ditch. I keep it cleaned up the best that we can because I want the water to continue flowing. So those culverts are 50% less of flow, and that is to the city's master plan. That's what come off of your guys' off the city's website and stuff like that. So I know you can't answer any questions tonight because I'll probably come back and ask again eventually later, but I'm just curious if there's any plans in the near future to have these water flows through the city to help get cleaned up and moved. Again, I know I live in a flood zone, and that's what is that. So I know that, and there's issues. We had a lot of rain. In 2021, we spent $16,000 because we had to have all of our ductwork, heating and air and all that done. I don't want to have to do that again. Other than that, every year we almost have the 100-year floodplain, or the 100-year floods. So other than that, all I'm asking is if you guys could fix up a plan or whatever to help start cleaning some things up. Other than that, and I will say, I don't think that the rec center caused any more issues than everything else because we had flooding before then too. It's just I finally got enough guts to come up and say, hey, we got to do something. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt. And on that note, I did spend some time driving around Friday. Stopped by, actually Kurt was out and stopped to talk to him for a little bit, talked to a few others up there trying to understand, could we tie this to an event? And I know, everybody has opinions about climate change and the words around it and the politics around it, but realistically, when this really started to change for the worse, and we're still I've got a few people, we're kind of starting to maybe figure out an area. I know there was a lot coming from the south, and I don't know my streets, but it's west of Madison, but east of the rec center. So farther west of that drainage ditch as well. So there's something, and a lot of that's private property back there. And then the last meeting, I know we do need to have a meeting with the engineers again. The last one I got pretty heated, felt like I was in a room with engineers telling me everything I couldn't do rather than what we can do. So I think we need to approach that again and be a little more aggressive about it with them and see what we can get done. So thank you for the comments.
Thank you.
All right. That's the last for public comments, so we'll move on to council forum. Councilwoman Opplinger, you want to lead us off?
So Anthony, what a great prayer, and I appreciate everybody that's here, and especially during that rain event, all the different things, the police and fire, the city guys at parks, so I appreciate all of that. Hospital board meeting is April 10th, so I will attend that.
Sorry. I'll just, nothing really to report on my end, but I do want to second what Dawn said as far as our first responders and the parks and everybody coming together and working through all that last week. So thank you.
And I had strangely, actually had no meetings this past 2 weeks, so nothing on the list. All right, move on to consent agenda. This will be for the approval of minutes for City Council regular session minutes March 25th, 2025, and March and April 2025 appropriations.
Excuse me, we're all choked up. I'll make a motion that we approve capital appropriations for the regular session minutes of March 25th and the appropriations for March and April.
Second.
Motion and second, please vote. Thank you. On to old business, 7.1, second reading of ordinance number 2025-3346, rezone request 102 East College Street. Council, any further questions or discussion about that? All right,
I'll make a motion that we accept the second reading of ordinance 2025-3346 for the rezone request.
Second.
have a motion and a second, please vote.
Motion passed.
Thank you. New business, 8.1, oath of office and pinning of new police officer Derek Henson.
Will you raise your right hand? Do you, Derek Henson, solemnly swear that you possess all the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of police officer, that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Missouri, the provisions of all laws of this state affecting cities of the third class, and the ordinances of the city of Aurora, Missouri, and that you will faithfully demean yourself while a police officer of the city of Aurora, Missouri, so help you God?
I swear.
Congratulations.
Welcome aboard. All right, 8.2, Harley Stice Medal of Valor Proclamation. So I have a little bit of reading to do. Do you want to read it or you want me to?
I'm going to start off.
Go ahead, sorry.
Thank you. Every day, the members of the Aurora Fire Department save lives, often without seeking recognition. They do this not for accolades, but it's because of what we do, protecting and serving people in our community with unwavering dedication. We respond to a wide range of emergencies: fires, automobile accidents, brush fires, and rescues. We are the problem solvers, always ready to adapt and respond to any situation that requires our expertise. Whether it's in emergency medical services, conducting fire inspections, or participating in community functions, our team is committed to ensuring the safety and well-being of everyone in our community. This evening, we are gathered here to honor an individual who, in the face of danger, demonstrated outstanding courage and judgment. By choosing not to escalate a potentially hazardous situation, this person showed remarkable restraint, composure under pressure. His actions not only ensured his own safety, but also protected others from harm. This selfless decision reflects the highest standards in professionalism and integrity, and we are proud to recognize his exceptional conduct.
Thank you, Chief. On January 5th, 2025, firefighter Harley Stice, in the line of duty, demonstrated unparalleled courage, selflessness, and heroism while responding to another call for service. Firefighter Stice walked through the lobby while a gunman was present. He had no idea what he was walking into. Even worse, the man pointed the gun at him, and whereas, despite the perilous circumstances, firefighter Stice exhibited calmness under pressure, making swift decisions that protected the lives of his fellow first responders, civilians, and those in harm's way. And whereas, through his actions, firefighter Stice not only risked his own life, but also exemplified the core values of public service, bravery, and dedication, inspiring those around him with his unwavering commitment to the safety and well-being of his community. And whereas, his decisive actions in the face of grave threat not only contributed to the successful resolution of the situation, but also ensured that no further harm came to innocent lives, further solidifying his legacy as a true hero. And now, therefore, I, Jason Lewis, Mayor of the City of Aurora, and the City Council, proclaim that on this day, April 8th, 2025, in recognition of his extraordinary courage, valor, and selflessness, firefighter Harley Stice is hereby awarded the Medal of Valor for his exceptional actions during the gunman incident, an act that exemplifies the highest ideals of service and sacrifice in the face of extreme danger. 8.3, resolution number 2025-2031, liquor license exception, Michael Carberry amend.
So basically what this is we had to amend the resolution for it to say Winston's, the old doggone or bar and grill, throughout the whole thing. That is the only thing that changed. That way he can take that to the state of Missouri.
Okay. Further questions or concerns, council? All right.
I'll make a motion that we accept resolution 2025-2031 for the liquor license exception amendment.
Second.
Motion and second, please vote.
Motion passed.
8.4, resolution number 2025-2032, Vertiv battery backup for generator at the police and fire facility.
So what this is the battery backup at the police and fire facility. When the power goes out, it takes it a second for the generator to start up. So the batteries that are in there right now are frying the equipment, and so this is for that, so that if power does go out, it can back it up without frying the equipment until the generator starts. It is a single source provider. I don't know if you have any questions I can try to answer, but
You're pretty versed on this.
Yeah, I deal with these a lot. Single source is absolutely true. Generally, you have to stick with what you're, otherwise you have to shop into a secondary market, which is not much safer than leaving them the way they are. And I hadn't seen one of these in a while, and these typically only have a life cycle of about 3 to 5 years, so I'm surprised we haven't seen them before that, but I would tend to agree, they have to be done. Generators don't work immediately, so.
I'll make a motion we accept resolution 2025-2032 for the Verti battery backup for the generators at the police.
Second.
Motion and second, please vote.
Motion passed.
All right, 8.5, special event application, Mo CCFOA monthly meeting.
so what this is, council it was a formal application by me, with the Missouri City Council, or City Clerks Finance Officers Association. We have monthly meetings, and all the clerks and finance officers go to different cities, and have their monthly meetings. We would like to have the meeting at the new recreation center so that we can show it off to surrounding city clerks and finance officers. So we brought this to your attention so that maybe, we can do it without having to, transfer funds from one to the other, and because it is a city event.
Sounds good.
Have we hosted this before? Do we typically host it here, or have we ever hosted
We've
that?
never hosted it.
Nice, okay.
We were supposed to the year I started,
Yeah.
the month I started. And since I've been fairly new, we've never hosted it. So this will be our first time hosting.
Excellent.
I'll make a motion that we accept the special event application for the Mo CCFOA monthly meeting.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, please vote.
Motion passed.
Thank you. 8.6, special event application, Catalyst Aurora.
So what this is, council, it's a downtown project. The city is a partner with the downtown project. It is a special event that they would like to host also at the recreation center. That says the event will include economic and community development presentations from several different companies.
Yeah.
So again, it is kind of like a city event coincided with the city.
That sounds like a good event to me as well. You wanna make a motion, Josh, because you're wonderful?
I can't.
Okay, I'll make a motion. I wondered. I'll make a motion, we accept the special event application for the Catalyst in Aurora.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, please vote.
Motion passed.
All right, staff reports, organizational business, city manager report.
Council, you have the reports in front of you. I know Carrie highlighted a few things that she wanted me to let you guys know. The Parks Department is currently working on our city fountain to get that repaired, so it will be up and going soon, hopefully. The soft opening for the Recreation Center began Monday. We have scheduled an open house this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And ribbon cutting has been scheduled for Monday, April 14th at noon. So if anybody and everybody could make it, that would be great. The elevated track is almost complete. The seams will be welded, which will be completed beginning later this week, and will be done at night and on weekends in order to keep the track open to the public. The other thing she had me bring up is the TAP grant walking trail, Crosby Park to Robinson School. The school board voted to approve the proposals for easements and fence installations, so that will be coming to council on the next meeting.
Great.
Super terrific.
Do you have any other comments or concerns or anything I can help you with?
Don't believe so. Thank you, Kami.
Thank you.
All right, item 10, we'll make a motion to move into closed session for items 1 through 13, legal actions, hiring, firing, and individually identifiable personnel records pursuant to RSMO 610.021.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Mayor Lewis, Chairman Pro Tem Kennedy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ackerman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pettit, and Councilman Blades.
Yes.
You are now in closed session.
Thank you,
Alright.
friends, for coming tonight.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm very proud of all of you. Have a good night.